Hi.
Hi.
Okay, guys, this is Era, aka Bright. I don't know which one is your name. Are you
Bright,
Era? You're
anyone
Bright.
want to call me?
What's going on?
It's okay.
Okay, so Bright, my YouTubers would like to know who you are, what you do.
So my name is Bright, and I'm a content creator,
Mm-hmm.
social media influencer, style enthusiast. I'm a singer. I'm a songwriter. I'm a performer. I'm what you would call a triple threat: a walking, talking, moving,
Sorry.
breathing content.
So, Bright, today we're going to be doing something really interesting.
Mm,
We're going to be talking about what we need to know in our 20s in terms of like career, finding out like what we need to what we want to do, well, how we go about it. I mean, like everybody's still trying to figure out like, okay, this is where I want to fall in. Do I want to be a business owner? Do I want to be a content creator? I mean, everybody wants to be a content creator right now,
yeah.
but it doesn't really work for everybody. But like, we're just going to talk, this stuff. It's how you were able to like realize that this is what you really wanted to do.
Well, responding to the first question as being a creator, and for me, I feel like it's being true to yourself and not trying to be someone else. Basically, um, content creation is something that is open to every single person, but not everybody would normally thrive being
Yeah.
a creator. So, if you want to be a content creator, first you need to love what you do. You need to have the passion for it. Like for me now, I started off as a singer. Now, I was not singing and creating and posting on Instagram. That was something that I used to do in church, basically from very young. I started singing when I was like 5, 6, thereabout. So singing was something that I started doing from a young age. Then it started moving up to being a lover of fashion. So now, from a very young age as well, my mom stopped. Like I think by the time I got to 7, my mom stopped buying what I would wear for
Okay.
Christmas, or because at the time the only time you get new clothes would normally
Yeah,
be Christmas
Christmas. Yes.
period. So my mom stopped buying me my Christmas clothes as at 7 because I used to be like, no, no, I don't like this. No, I don't like this. No, I don't. Like. She always used to wonder like, why am I rejecting
Yeah.
clothes that she's buying? I'm very young, so I should like what she's getting. But then I always had a very strong personality from a very young age. So I already knew what I wanted to wear, what I wanted, and I knew how to pick these outfits together. So basically, I started dressing up, and people started seeing that, oh, okay, you dress very nice. And this was the period when I think Instagram started coming up at the time. This was between 2009 rather to 10 there, but I don't know when Instagram came up. But I know social media was started
Yeah,
becoming a
popping.
thing
Yeah, it was fine.
at the time. So I wasn't really posting as much. But then by the time I got into the university, it started getting serious. Like my outfits were becoming very much um daring because I look at myself as a very daring person. Outrageous was I used to take it seriously. And then going to class was always like an event for me. I always used to dress up very well. So my classmate started telling me that Bright, I feel like you should start putting this outfit out
Yeah.
there that you really dress well. And people don't even dress as much as you and they have a lot of followers on
Follow.
Instagram. So I said, okay, I'll challenge myself. And it started with just one post, went to the second post, went to the third post. Now, dressing up and posting on Instagram and creating content for Instagram, they are two different things. Now you are dressing up and you're posting on Instagram as per, oh, this is what I just want to do. You can post
Yeah.
random pictures that are nice. But active content creation is something that I had to like actually learn. Learn in the sense that I started the people that I was following at the time that I considered as good creators because I don't just follow anybody. Prior to this time, now I follow a lot of people on Instagram. But prior to this time, I always used to follow if my follower counting, like if I'm following like 100 people, my followers be like 1,000. I don't like it was that bad. And at the time I was even just following just celebrities.
Celebrity. Yeah.
So I was always paying attention to how they used to their outfits, how they take pictures, how they were always very intentional and they used to pay attention to their details. So that's I mean, paying attention to detail is very important. And that's
Yeah.
I feel like I paid attention to that more than dressing. So it kind of like merged together
Yeah.
properly for me. So that's how I became a creator full time. And music on the other side, like I said, started from a very young age. So it's something that I was doing every day. Now, music is my first love. Music is something that I started doing from a young age. So I never, it just used to come effortlessly. But fashion is something that I needed to like actually work with
You grew
because
into it.
yes, I had to grow into it actually. So basically, that's it.
Do you think that your friends, the people that you surrounded yourself with, like they played a
Yeah.
major role in you getting into this? Like were they like cheerleaders, encouraging you and stuff like that?
If I'm being very honest, like no, I did not have any form of support when I started anything that has to do with creation. Like it took me like you need to have that strong willpower to actually want to push in an environment that don't understand what you are doing. Like imagine me dressing up most of the time. I'm trying to like see there are the outfits and there are the looks.
Yeah, yeah.
The outfits are something like Wisdom K said this. The outfits are something that you put on when you're going out.
Mm-hmm.
This is an outfit. But like the looks that you would see that you know that oh you don't just wear anywhere. When you dress up like that and you're trying to like create something, people always look at you like, what's this one
So
doing?
dramatic,
Like you're
why?
dramatic,
Yeah,
you're doing too
extra.
much, you're being extra. They start tagging you different names here and there, left, right, and center because you're trying to like achieve something. So for me, I never really like had a lot of people support me. I mean, my mom was my biggest supporter. I mean, she didn't really care. She was like, "Go you."
Yeah, yeah,
She was the only person that I used to like. My mom and my brother did not really care for it. Did not really speak about it. Did not really have so much to say about it. Not like they were for or they were neighbor. Like they
yeah.
were just there. But for friends were laughing at me. Most of my friends were laughing at me. They're
Yeah, the
like,
thing that ah, what are you doing?
who do you think
Calm
you're going to
down.
be?
You
You're
think
going
you
to
want to
get
be
to.
Daniela
Nobody
Gray?
exactly. You want to be
Mm,
this, you want to be that. Bro, I know where I'm going to, and I have like, like I
go.
have to be intentional about what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And now, when you look back at these things, most of them now they'll be like, wow,
Since
who would
they're
have
really,
expected that from where you are now, you're getting 11,000 followers on Instagram.
do you
You're having like so
understand?
many people like interact with you. You're having celebrities follow you, and all of that. So every single thing that I did before is sort of like paying off for me right now. And there's still a lot of work to do. I still feel like I've not gotten anywhere to be honest. And that's the kind of mentality that I work with every single day. You've not arrived. There's still so much you can achieve. There's still so much you can do. So don't think of yourself so much as. Do you understand? So I
Yeah.
always work with that mentality, and that's what has literally like, kept me moving to this period.
So I mean, you know this thing that they say hard work pays, but then smart work also pays. Do you think that without being smart, you'll be able to like your hard work is going to pay? Like you know that saying that being hardworking, like most laborers, all these people that are striving to like make ends meet. You know, these people you meet on the road,
Mm,
they're hustling, they're hardworking,
mm,
but you still see them like maybe not calling them stagnant, but like I mean, you still see them in a particular position.
position.
Yeah, but then if you're being smart about like what you're doing, you could be doing a roadside job, but being smart about it can get you out of like that position. So I don't. Do you think that I don't know if I've said everything already, but
Mhm.
like do you think you've been able to implement smart work into your content creation, like your career generally?
Well, first of all, I feel like you can be working in anywhere and still remain the same way. It depends on how you try to improve yourself and how your choices will affect what you're doing. So basically, for me, I particularly think that it's better for you to know when to move, when to shift. Do you understand? So
Yeah,
that's being smart
yeah,
about every
yeah,
single
yeah.
thing that you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
right? So for me, I always try to think outside the box. I'm always getting bored of the ideas. I'm always saying, okay, what's the next thing we're going to do? Okay, what's this next move? Okay, what's in vogue? How can I make what's in vogue better? You understand? With my content, it was always like, oh, a lot of people are doing content. Now, how do I do it in a way that is
Yeah,
going to
that you're
suit
different.
my personality, my
Yeah.
kind of style,
Mm-hmm.
and everything? So, making smart moves will always like take you to the next level,
Yeah.
right? So,
Yeah.
hard work is very important. So, I don't feel like anybody who works hard will not get there. It's only if you're a hard worker that is foolish. Hard worker that's
Yeah.
foolish in the sense that you don't think of the future. So, but
Mm-hmm.
then how do you be a hard worker and not think of the future?
Do
And
this one.
basically, like you're kind of thinking. like the mentality that you have.
Yeah.
Like you said, you drew my attention to people that walk on the road that are always like hustling or
Yeah.
doing something.
Mm-hmm.
They might be feeling like, okay, that's where they are going to stop. Now that's somebody that is just limiting their
Yes.
mindset to that
Yeah.
particular place.
Mm-hmm.
But if you feel like, oh, at every single point in your life, you should be going higher and
Evolving.
higher, evolving, you will not be the same way you were. So, and that's one thing I try to tell a lot of people. You need to look at your today and count how you were last year and try to merge. Are you better
Yeah.
than the way you were? For me, it took time for me to actually get to
Bro.
this point. So it doesn't just work overnight. So that's why hard work actually, like you need to actually like be very intentional about it. If not,
The
at a point I used to
the
always pay
human feeling.
attention to the numbers.
Yeah,
I
you look
paid
at the
attention to
numbers
the
like
numbers. I paid attention to what other people were getting and what I was not getting.
like you
And
say,
I feel like it was actually like affecting my
the funny thing here is that most times you see people that do not even offer
do
better content.
than
No,
you.
yes, like you are like, see me, like my contents are far more better than
Better
this
than this
person,
person.
and this person is getting so much engagement, so much this, and that's when you now start putting your anger on people around you. Maybe you are
That's
not.
when authenticity comes in because you know that person might
Yes.
have the numbers right now, but it might not be the same in the next 10 years.
Do you get?
It actually would come to you when it will come to you.
There's no pressure. People are making money off social media, and you have to just be authentic. See, not everybody is going to be a content creator, YouTuber, an artist. Because I
We
say
cannot all
like,
be creators.
do you understand? Because if you look at it very well, everybody wants to be an influencer because like they're making money, oh, and I'm seeing this
And you're becoming
person.
a celebrity, you're
Yeah,
getting this,
oh,
this,
this person's
this.
getting a car. This person's doing this. Person doing that. But like, not everybody. Most people, you can start off like 9 to 5. I was even going to ask you if you were offered millions every month, like you're paid very well to work 9 to 5 or be a creator and earn less than that, what would you go for?
For me, I feel like best of both worlds, like a little bit of both.
But if you had to choose one, like, okay, this is what you should
You
like.
know, prior to this time, I would say just be a creator, but maturity has taught me that I can actually do both. I can actually work a 9 to 5 and shoot in the night all through. I can actually do what I want to do and still have a 9 to 5. I mean, like, I would love to be a creator and just stick with it and go. But like, I mean, first of all, you need to look at the environment you're in. In that plays a big factor
Yeah.
towards. Do you understand? I particularly feel like I would be okay with actually working a 9 to 5 and still being a creator because I feel like I can do it. It's not
Yeah.
so hard to do, to be honest.
Yeah, it's just that because people always feel like creators are living the best lives.
Right.
Like, oh, why would I go 9 to 5? In a country like Nigeria, working 9 to 5, the reason why it's so like to think about it is even so annoying. It's
Mm,
because of like, oh, you go to school for so many years,
mm,
pay so much money in school, and then come out, and then the next thing they're throwing at you is manage 50K. And then
mm.
I think about your transportation to work every day and think of everything. But let me tell
Being
you,
broke.
the funny thing about this is that being a creator is not cheap.
No, it's not.
Like it's not actually cheap. Like, do you guys you see these people here? There are a few influencers that like I follow on Instagram, and then they always say this thing like going to a restaurant to take pictures or going somewhere to take pictures. Do you think you just go there for free?
You have
Like
to
you
pay.
have to spend money. So it's not just about taking pictures. If taking pictures is going to be the one to blow you, I'm sure a lot of people would have been blown right now. But like
Mm.
taking the right pictures,
I
making
shot a video.
mm-hmm.
I shot a video recently. I spent close to 400,000 for a 1 minute 40 seconds video. So the money that goes into shooting all this type of videos,
It's a lot. Like
especially when you have like an idea that you're trying to achieve.
it's expensive and not everybody's going to succeed in it. If you like go and spend so much money, that's why you need to calm down and figure out that this is really what you want to do. See, let me even start by let me just say this brief story before I end. I don't want this video to be too long. But I know that when I was growing up, I said something. There was this very stupid thing that I did while growing up. Okay, first of all, I was always like, "Oh, I want to be a newscaster." A
Right.
newscaster. You know that I was really young, and the reason I was saying that was because whenever I saw like someone talking on screen, I was always really so excited. Like, God, I want to talk on the screen. And
Yeah.
then growing up, your mind starts changing. And over time I started hearing that newscasters don't even have money. Sorry, if you're a newscaster, that
No.
in Nigeria they're not making so much money. I'm like, they're not making money. What's going on? Then when I got to secondary school, you have to now choose between sciences and arts. This is where the problem came in. I was now so confused about what I wanted to do. All my friends were going into the arts, and I was like, what do I want to do? I went home. This is very funny. I went home. I was reading like my notes and everything. I wanted to do assignment, and then the next thing I was like, what do I want to do? I say, God. Wait. I was reading my biology notes. That's it, and then I was like, God. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing that I say out of my mouth is what I'm going to be. Now, I'm sure you guys are like, oh, God did it, but let me tell you, it was very stupid. Let me tell you how this thing happened. That's how I woke up in the morning. You know when you're sleeping, I just woke up and said, Doctor, I felt like a clown. That was so stupid. And I went into the sciences. Guy, you see me run back to the ants.
Mistake.
The way I ran back to the ants, it wasn't even funny because they were like, you're giving me probation for like, oh, I had E in my math, and if I fail my math again, they'll send me to the arts, like maybe the arts with the trenches and everything. The next term, I saw my results. I think I got D. I didn't even wait for anybody to tell me. Me, I carried my bag, sha. I went straight to the arts. I remember one of my friends telling me, "Ah, we've been waiting for you," and I went to
We've been waiting for you
because
coming.
that's how I ran. I went to the arts. I'm getting to the arts. I didn't still like I still went there, and then I said, "Oh, everybody wanted to be a lawyer. Everybody wanted to be a lawyer." And then next to me, I said, "I want to be a human rights activist." I kid you not. I said, "I want to be a human rights activist." This thing is, I don't even know where I saw it. I don't know, but I should
It's
knew
just
that.
like, bro,
Yeah,
human rights activist,
activist.
man.
And then I remember my friend was like, "Ah, human rights activists don't make money." And like everything I wanted to do, I was so confused. You know when you're writing jam and you're still putting. My first jam, I wrote law. I went to go and put law.
Your parents would have been like, what is
They are
wrong with this
tired
girl?
of this girl. Like when I went back to mass communication, when I studied, and when I selected it, just one day I was just on my bed and I thought about it. Like, did you realize that when I
That's
was
alright.
small, this
Yeah.
was what I was actually saying that I wanted to do? Maybe because I felt like or I was small and it didn't even come to my mind anymore. Because now at this point, I think in secondary school I was not influenced by other people's decisions.
Said I wanted to be a lawyer.
Yeah, everybody.
Wow.
Career day, you see everybody wearing what they call it, wig cap and
Mm.
everything. But then I was really influenced by maybe this person wanted to be this person wanted to be this. And another thing I started thinking
Yeah.
about me, I want something that will give me money. Oh. It's important to think about money. But then I was just so
Something that
naive.
they'll be very comfortable with is
Yeah,
very
something that will come to
important.
you. Not that you just go and do it and be I don't know what's going like think
Yeah.
about your environment, like you said. Like that place that you are, is it okay for you to do that thing? Will you be good doing this thing here? Do you understand?
Mm.
And that's how I studied mass communication. And I can proudly tell you that I was so grateful to God that I actually went to mass communication. Because if I studied anything other than this, I feel like I would have been miserable. Don't pressure yourself. Take your time, enjoy
Take your
yourself. In
time.
fact, I know that there was one of my classmates that in SS1, they asked him what you want to be. He said, me, I don't know. And people were laughing. Don't laugh.
Don't
Because the
laugh
truth
because not
is,
a lot of people would
yeah.
have been able to
Funny
figure
thing
that
is,
out.
some people even after school, that's when they figure out themselves. Like
Yeah.
after university, they now figure like, this is really what like it's been there. They just never worked on it as an individual coming out of the university. Don't just go and sit down and be waiting like, okay, when I get to this certain age, I'll figure it out. If you're just entering the university, you can start from then. Like
Mm.
in fact, I don't think there's a timeline to start thinking about what you really want to do. I'm somebody that like I talk, and aside from talking, I'm really like I always have things that I want to talk about that is quite impactful. Like so, when I see people doing that are doing the same thing but better, I'm always so excited. Like you know when you're doing something, you're a content creator, and you see a content creator doing something that you're doing,
Right.
you have this oh my god, that's when you start having ideas or start I mean, like it's something that excites you. Don't go and do something that you're just doing it because if I do this, I'll get this money. I'm not saying don't think of the money,
Yeah.
but if you want to know, like this is what you really, really want to do, it's by like how you feel when you think about that thing, like the satisfaction you're going to feel, plus the money that might come into it.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else that you think you want to tell them, like for everybody in their 20s that's still struggling to figure out if they want to be entrepreneurs, content creators, singers, 9 to 5ers?
For me, start. It's as simple as that. Start what you feel like would work for you. Stay true to yourself and don't give up for no single reason. It will be tough, it will be hard, but trust me, even if it takes 10 years, it will pay off at a point. Like, you don't have to be a creator. You might be good in the background, you can be good being in production, you can be good being a singer, songwriter, styling, whatever the case may be, as long as you've been able to see like, okay, this is what I want to. You've seen it and you're like, okay, this is what I want to do. Follow it, and don't follow something that's in vogue that a lot of people are doing because
Yes.
you feel like it's working doesn't mean it's work for you. If you've seen what you can do and you feel like you can work with it, try it. But always have a plan B at the back of your head. If this doesn't work, life happens, and every single time we might be like, okay, this is what we want to do. At a point in our life, we
Yeah.
want to become something like this.
Yeah.
But then life will happen, and it's not happening for you. Make the move and the switch immediately. Don't wait for somebody to come and tell you first. You know what is happening in your life. Everybody has something that they feel like is going to work for them. So whatever you feel like is going to work for you, do it. Do you understand? Like Kim Kardashian
Yeah.
said, get your fucking ass up and work.
Do you understand? And wait, before you forget it wrong, just because you figure out that this is what you really want to do doesn't mean that it's going to be very, very, very easy.
Easy, right?
No, it means like you need to put in the work. Like there are lots of things that are going to pull you down. Do not let social media pressure you. Pretty much that's everything that we're going to discuss today. I know that I hope this was an interesting because me, I enjoyed shooting this. In fact, I even learned a lot of things from Bright. And I just hope that you enjoyed this episode as much as I did. And did you enjoy this episode?
Yeah, of course I did.
So we're going to cheers to this as we close this episode. I'm so dramatic, but I know that when I told Aaron that we're going to do cheers, he was rolling his eyes. But okay, and that is it for this episode. I'll see you in my next video. If you're yet to subscribe, please click on the subscribe button, like this video, make sure you drop a comment
Share the
and share
video.
the video. Thank you very much. I love you. See you in my next video.
Bye.
Bye.